177. At the appropriate time, when I pick signals from our production team, we shall activate the phone lines for you to call in and contribute to the discussion. Our media partner on this journey of your lifetime, as usual, is the Business and Financial Times, the BNFT. And so if you want to have a grasp of all that transpired in the show tonight, make a date and grab a Thursday edition of the BNFT. And you'll be able to see all that happened here on the show tonight. We are streaming live on our social media pages. On Facebook, we are streaming live at Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Still on Facebook, we are streaming live at Port of Tema. Port of Tema. And on YouTube, we are streaming live at Eye on Port Ghana. Eye on Port Ghana. My name is Kennedy Mona. We are going for a quick break. When we bounce back, we'll continue the show. Please do stay with us.
Every now and again, Goil makes good things happen. This time, Goil has introduced Super XP Ron 95, a higher grade fuel loaded with additives and yet sold at the same price as normal fuel. Go Super XP Ron 95 enhances engine performance like never before. It maintains the engine by keeping it clean from carbon deposits. Go Super XP Ron 95 is designed to burn slowly and thus improves fuel economy, making you save money after several kilometers. Go Super XP Ron 95 gives you a smooth driving experience, that is, less vibrations. Fill up with Go Super XP Ron 95. Now there's no need to pay more for any higher grade fuel. Goil has that sorted. Goil, good energy.
Electricity, pay your taxes. Yeah. Our taxes, our future.
Because you see, without our taxes, we wouldn't have good roads, good schools, better hospitals, street lights, and other very important social amenities. When we pay our taxes, we give our children free and quality education. Talga, my money too small. Why should I pay my tax? Look, small. Salifo, it doesn't matter how small or big your business or income is. You still have to pay your taxes. The little taxes from each and every one of us, when put together, could give your community clean water or that deprived school with tables and chairs. Please pay your taxes. It is your responsibility. It is your civic duty. It is the law.
Impressive factory. If only I had listened to you, I wouldn't have been in this mess. That devastating fire virtually wiped out the whole factory and my warehouse.
Remember my misfortunes last year? Serene Insurance Asset All Risk Fire policy that I took were there to pay for my damaged stocks in the warehouse, and my machines that were affected by the flood have been replaced. My accident vehicle is back on the road thanks to Serene Insurance motor policy. Currently, my goods are on the high seas covered with their marine cargo insurance policy. I was just telling Ajima about Serene Insurance.
Oh, Ajima,
tell him more.
As a road contractor, I make sure I do my contractors all risk insurance for the projects and then workers' compensation for all the workers on site. With Serene Insurance, they will make sure they will cover your unknown tomorrow today.
Serene Insurance, a new face of insurance. Call us now.
MPS Terminal 3 is Africa's new state-of-the-art container terminal at Tema Port. For manufacturers, agro-processors and traders, the new port means business can be done faster. This infrastructure boost will improve Ghana's port handling capacity, connect more trading routes, and oil the engine of growth for the economy, creating greater opportunities across all sectors as Africa's markets merge and become the largest trading bloc globally. MPS, we connect, you thrive.
All right, so you're welcome back. It's now time for us to take a look at happenings in the port and shipping industry in the course of the week. And indeed, during the week, the Port Management Association West and Central Africa's Board of Directors and Harbour Masters met in the Port of Tema in a series of their meetings. We'll bring you details of that particular encounter, plus the fact that the Port of Takoradi has also marked World Environment Day. We'll bring that particular story, and there's a prediction of reduction in cargo traffic of between 20 and 25%. Let's take a look at the details of these stories.
Over 45 delegates made up of board of directors and harbour masters from various ports within the West and Central African sub-region during the week assembled in Tema, Ghana to exchange knowledge and deepen collaboration towards improved management of ports amid current industry trends. Under the auspices of the Ports Management Association of West and Central Africa, this year's 3-day meeting of harbour masters and port facility security officers network was the 7th in the series. Discussions centered mainly on environmental sustainability, building resilience of ports in West and Central Africa, as well as safety and security issues. The president of PIMWOCA and Director General of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Michael Lugoje, underscored the importance of collaboration to overcome industry challenges.
Even before resilience, the focus was on sustainability. Are we going to continue with time burning fossil fuels? The global space says no. Every single industry is looking forward to moving to renewables, clean energy. That is not the table, and resilience has come to our plate. So the challenges remain, and we are going to work together and ensure we are able to meet those challenges for the betterment of our own economies.
Board Chairman of GPHA, Isaac Osei, in a speech read on his behalf, urged the various delegates to share experiences of issues related to their functions for the furtherance of ports and the maritime industry.
The harbour masters are also expected during their deliberations to share their experience on issues related to their functions. Cooperation agreements between ports and with national and regional bodies to improve safety and security and protection of the maritime environment. These, ladies and gentlemen, are indeed very important matters that require complete and unfettered attention, as they are the pivot around which smooth operations of member ports will revolve.
The Secretary General of PIMWOCA, Jean-Marie Kofi, urged harbour masters to play their roles in the fight against piracy in the Gulf of Guinea.
They are the one who drive the ships in our water. They are the one who knows who is coming in our water. You know that the port is also a border. So you have to be sure that everything we are doing is safe, is secure. So for this reason, they have to play the role to fight the piracy in our waters. And when they will fight the piracy in our waters, that means that the insurance cost will be low. Because of these challenges, the insurance cost is really higher for all the stakeholders and the port maritime affairs in our region.
At the MPS Terminal 3 in the port of Tema, the delegation was briefed on the efficient systems in place to drive international trade.
We wanted and envisaged that we would have once more, not automated, but rather digitalized process. And we said that drivers will come with their fingerprints to collect the container from us, and only their fingerprints. And from the onset, we have achieved that. Literally today, a truck driver drives into MPS only with his fingerprints. No paper in his hand, nothing.
The Director General of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority is the latest to lament the consequences of the Russia-Ukraine war on international trade. According to the DG of GPHA, grain imports have taken a hit due to the reliance on that region for Ghana's grain requirements. Michael Lugoje, who is also the president of the Ports Management Association of West and Central Africa, was speaking on the sidelines of the meeting of harbour masters and FPSOs network in Tema, Ghana.
If I use just wheat as one of the key commodities that came from the shippers themselves, the information they are giving to us is that represents between 20 to 25% of the where they were importing from Ukraine and Russia, fertilizer. So if they now have to look for alternative sources of supply, and that is not a very easy thing. So they themselves have issues as to that. And if you are going to alternative sources, you probably will be importing at a higher cost, which will force you to reduce the quantities you would have ordinarily imported. So for now, we are as anticipating that we might have drops to up to about 20 to 25% in those bulk cargoes that were coming from those regions. But we need to inch close to the year and really be able to measure the true numbers in terms of what is going to drop.
The GPHA boss also called for measures to be implemented to strengthen resilience of African ports and shipping industry in order to avoid future shocks that may emerge.
That resilient aspect of it is to say that now in every planning that you have, you need to always factor in the extreme opposite of what you expect. And that extreme opposite is that you could wake up the next morning and you can't even step into your office. How do you survive? And also all the other remote-related arrangements like ICT and digitalization to ensure that if you can get out of your room, you can still work. If you can't get out of your room, you can still ensure your ports are operating and open to business.
The Minister of Transport, Kuku Fori-Siama, has revealed that the cabotage law, which aims at getting many Ghanaian seafarers employed, has been passed by Parliament. Speaking at the 2022 Day of the Seafarer, a Deputy Minister of Transport, Asan Tampoli, who spoke on behalf of the sector minister, said the law reserves 50% for all officers and 75% of all rating vessels operating within Ghana's maritime jurisdiction to Ghanaian seafarers.
I am happy to report that the Ghana Shipping Cabotage Regulations 2021 LI 2438 has been passed by Parliament. As we build the requisite capacity and increase our seafarer workforce, these percentages will be increased for the country's benefits. As a sector ministry, we shall continue to provide the necessary direction to ensure this is successful.
About 1.9 million people work as seafarers globally. Out of this number, Ghana currently has some 5,000 persons trained and registered as seafarers on their books, which constitutes about 0.25% of the global seafarer supply. Asan Tampoli stated that Ghana is in a unique position to increase a market share of the supply of seafarers as the country strives to ensure that the rights of Ghanaian seafarers are clearly defined as required in the Maritime Labour Convention.
And I'm extremely glad that the GMA has initiated steps to make seafaring a career of choice for our teeming youth. It is a timely policy as it will benefit both the individual and our country. For the individual, it is a career that provides a solid foundation for life and offers endless opportunities to learn and develop.
The Director General of the Ghana Maritime Authority, Thomas Alonsi, said the authority has licensed seafarer recruitment and placement service providers to ensure that the recruitment and placement of seafarers is well regulated.
It is also to protect seafarers from unscrupulous service providers and to protect their wages and other benefits under the Maritime Labour Convention. Seafarer recruitment and placement providers who blatantly abuse the rights of seafarers risk being sanctioned by not having their licenses renewed, among other measures.
The director of the Port of Takoradi, Captain Ebenezer Afedzi, has advised shippers to deal with licensed or certified waste management companies to handle their waste in the port. According to him, GPHA has licensed certified waste management companies with the capacity to handle all types of waste in the marine environment. Hence, the need to ensure proper waste management, which is key to a healthy environment. Speaking at an event to mark the World Environment Week celebration, Captain Afedzi urged all stakeholders to be mindful of the waste they dispose into the sea and on land.
GPHA has licensed per regulation, with licensed some companies to collect the waste. They are licensed and they have a better way, the approved way of disposing that waste. So I want to appeal to shipping agents here. Do not pass your waste from your vessels to private individuals or people who do not have the means to dispose of the waste very well.
The harbour master at the Port of Takoradi, Captain James Richmond Quason, said, as an ISO certified port, there is the need to collaborate with stakeholders to achieve the goals set and maintain the successes chalked over the years and not to lose the port certification.
The OHS need to have evolved over the years as a direct derivative of the ISO, okay? And as such, we are complying. So when you meet anybody who is trying to check you in the port, because we have to comply. But we have set the standards, and we will not do anything negative to make sure our standards come down.
The port, as part of the week-long celebration, embarked on a cleanup exercise at New Takoradi, the community which hosts the port. Meanwhile, the port of Takoradi, as part of the week-long celebration, ended with a tree planting activity at the New Takoradi Methodist Primary School. The tree planting was made possible through a collaboration with Forestry Commission, who provided the seedlings for the trees. Captain Ebenezer Afedzi, the director of port, performed the symbolic first tree planting to commence the event. In all, over 100 trees were planted on that day. Some youth in Ghana have undergone a training workshop that aims to position them for success under the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. The half-day workshop, organized by the International Trade Center through its YEA community and local partners, sought to highlight critical elements of the AFTA and how they can benefit from it. The program also helped create a space that will enable the youth share experiences and learn from each other in order to participate competitively within the free market. After consultants with Frontier Market Advisors, Dode Seido, took the participants through the basic principles of the free trade agreement.
We started as a continent trying to unite, trying to come together as one continent, but that was not successful. As the argument at the time when we became independent African states, the argument at the time was, why don't we focus on our individual countries and not necessarily have to come together because we just come out from colonial rule.
Executive Director of the AFTA Policy Network Group, Louis Yao Afo, noted the significance of youth for Africa's trading objectives.
You have 50% of the young people or the population of Africa making the youth. How can you leave such a people out of a big agreement like that in the first place? You have about 70% of trade in the informal sector, and women are the ones who are taking off. How can you leave them right from the beginning? So it has not been easy going back to them for them to have this as a protocol. Currently, it is not a protocol.
He revealed that the AFTA Secretariat is securing funds from the African Development Bank to create an internship program for the youth to develop their capacities so far as AFTA is concerned.
All right, so those were some happenings in the port and shipping industry in the course of the week. It's now time for us to zoom into our discussion proper tonight. And you heard a story about the Harbour Masters Network and the Board of Directors of the Port Management Association West and Central Africa. They assembled and held their meetings concurrently in